What's going on, everybody? Welcome to How Stock Trades. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? All right. So yesterday we had some major technical difficulties. So I really wanted to apologize for this. Well, I made a message today at 11:28 a.m. and this is Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So that would make it 8 a.m. Arizona time. And I was like, oh, hey, what's going on, James? What's going on? Ken is in the house. So I said, unfortunately, as I waited for developers, I found it unacceptable that the intrinsic value calculation was down. So I went ahead and manually troubleshooted it and resolved the issue myself. So I just did it myself. I was like, screw this, right? I'm gonna do this myself. I just want this to basically communicate how serious we take this platform, right? So I have like maybe a 5-10 minute break every like 3 hours, 4 hours, like 5 minutes. So I was like on the computer and I was like coding and trying to figure out what the hell the issue is and figuring out what's going on. And we ended up figuring it out. And now the intrinsic value is back and it's even better. So now you can click on it correctly and it's actually accurate. So I did it myself. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this myself. So it's actually a little bit more accurate now. Because before it's kind of doing this weird thing. So we're gonna go ahead and play with it today. I wanted to play with it yesterday, but I was just playing with myself, right? And so, but before we can get to that, I want to just mention something. Just delete all those here. I want to just read this real quick, and I feel like this might resonate with some of y'all. Okay, so we make a living by what we get, right? But we make a life by what we give, right? And that's the whole point of the All Stock Trades platform, right? This last part, a lot of people don't get to, and they don't really realize how good it feels to be able to give. We make a life by what we give, and it's a great way to live one's life. Because at the end of the day, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse, right? So you can't take nothing with you. We make a lot of money here in all stock trades. Lots of millionaires in our group. But the funny part is we spend all our time getting these millions, but at the end of the day, we can't take it with us. So building a legacy and being able to help, that is by far the greatest gifts that Mother Earth has given us, is being able and having the opportunity to help. So this guy's pretty happy. Tomorrow he'll be sad, right? Because that's how market dynamics are. But you could see for the first time ever, we got Dow and S&P close at record highs. 57.13 for the S&P, 42,000 plus for the Dow, 18,000 plus for the NASDAQ, and 22.52 for the Russell 2000. And then I think Bitcoin's up 3.75. Okay. So overall, the market's doing really good regarding the cutting of the rates by 50 basis points that we talked about yesterday. And Clover's only up 1%. 5 days, it's been up 8.6%. A month, it's down 4.72%. In 6 months, it's down it's up. I'm so used to saying down. It's up 269.51%. Year to date, it's up 215%. 1 year, it's up 183.18%. 5 years, though, it's still down -70. So people that bought up here, they didn't do so well on the intrinsic value. They didn't understand what's going on there. But right now, folks that have taken the opportunity, and again, not financial advice, but folks that have taken the opportunity to get in at these low prices are pretty much enjoying the fruits of their hard-earned labor. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play with this intrinsic value real quick right now. Clove rising on low volume. Interesting. Target 4 or 5. Hey, Al, been a while. How the hell are you? Keep it simple. It's not brain surgery. I know, and that's the beautiful part. It's what I like about this. It's just easy numbers. You know what I mean? Easy to digest. So remember how I told you Q1 we got 25 mil, and then Q2 we got 44 mil. That gave us 69 million, right? And for folks that don't remember, we'll just pull it up just to make it easy on ourselves. Clover Health investor relations. You could just I'm showing you here. You can obviously use our brain machine, but just to show people where I'm getting these numbers from. I'm not like pulling them out of my booty, right? Pulling them out of your booty. No, I'm just kidding, right? Let me see if I can. Oh, these are supplemental slides. I'm just gonna click everything until I find what I need, right? So let's go ahead and you can see this, right? So people are like, Al, where are you getting the 11% from? No, I'm getting it from here. See this here? 11%. I'm getting it. Let me highlight it so people can see. Right there. See that? Okay. I'm getting 11% from that. Okay. Al, where are you getting the 44 million? Well, that's from our brain machine, right? That's the free cash flow. Okay. Then I add it to Q1, right? So we're going to go 10 years into the future and we're going to discount back at today's rate. I want to know how much Clover's worth today. Yes, this calculates today's rates. Okay. 11%. And then shares like 496. So we got a bull case of 340 and a base case of 247. People are like, I don't believe you, Albert. I don't believe you, Al. I don't care about this 247 base case. We're going to go back down to $1. We're going downtown. We're going to lose all our money. Sell right now, right? People were just saying that, right? But then the intrinsic value got respected at 250, at 251. In fact, it was actually at 247. It actually hit right a penny off, I think. Right? So now it's at $3. So let's take the average. Okay. So let's do 3.4 plus 2.47 is 5.87. Okay. I'm just going to do it here, right? 3.4 plus 2.47 is 5.87. Divide that by 2, you got $2.93. Round up, $2.94. Okay. So that's the average point between the base case and the bull case. So you can see kind of Clover is right in the between the base and the bull. Okay. So the question is now, what is Q3 going to be? What is Q4 going to be? They did say they're going to continue being free cash flow positive. Let's assume the worst. Let's not assume they're going to do 44 million. Let's say they're going to be like Q1. They're going to do 25 million for both. So we're pretty much cutting off an extra almost 50 million, right? So all we got to do is add 69 to 50. We just got to add these together, okay? Sorry, hold on. I can't. So about 119. So we go to 119. Clover should be anywhere between $4.27 to $5.87 by the end of the year. And again, it falls in right line with what Antonio Lopez was saying. Okay. But here's the problem. We're assuming in Q3, they're going to make 25 mil. And in Q4, they're going to make 25 mil in free cash flow. I don't know that. We do not know that. Okay. I don't know if they're going to do that. I know Q1 was 25 mil, and I know Q2 was 44 mil, but we don't know what Q3 and Q4 is going to bring. Okay. Right. Let's just say let's be conservative. Let's say it's only going to be 12.5. Let's take half, 12.5 mil for both. That's very conservative, right? We put that 94 mil. Clove, we see anywhere between 337 to 464. Regardless, what I'm trying to basically tell you is this is a responsive, fundamentally sounding company now. So whatever it is, it's going to go in the intrinsics and it's going to basically alter, right? Now, very quickly, I'm gonna say this. In the future, especially once Clover gets to a higher intrinsic value, we're not going to be releasing this anymore, right? Because I'm going to be busy in residency, right? This is going to be this. I'm just doing this now because, it's showing you how the product works, right? And it's going to be up to you if you want to take the leap of faith, which we've demonstrated that this thing works, right? Given this crazy return, over 400% when it was trading down here in the pennies, right? Over 400% return. Our coupon code will expire, SAS, by the end of September. Prices will increase, right? As I believe it's scheduled to increase. And this will be the lowest prices you'll ever get our platform, right? And you can get lifetime access, right? So just take advantage because product works, right? And then you'll be able to do your own intrinsic value. Now, shifting gears, because now we calculated the value. And again, this is 11% growth rate. Let's say they increase their growth rate next year. Or let's say they do four stars. Holy crap, right? But let's say they push out their growth rate, and let's say it's now 15%, right? Or now let's say 25%. Or let's say it's like Oscar, around 40%. You see, you're starting to see, the power of what basically starts to happen with Clover Health. And I was able to take advantage of this as I was doing, again, in the FU money, not the large money, not the large stockpile, but, I was able to do some cash secured puts and covered calls around the $3 region, right? And it looks like I'm gonna really come out of it like a champion. Free money, pretty much, right? Free money, right? And we were talking about that in our stock terminal, okay? So now that we kind of went over this, let's go ahead and go to our brain machine. Oh yeah, we have a little vote. Someone just put a vote here a couple minutes ago. That's really nice. So now we can go here, and this is kind of our proprietary. It shows us all of the financial sheets. It's very nice. So let's go ahead and kind of see what's going on with. Actually, let's see. Is Algo Flow updated? It would be nice to see what Algo Flow is doing. So there's no data yet, right? Sadly, we had some before. It just, people still have this kind of intuition. It's just kind of like this, SPAC crap from before, right? So we're oscillating here now, right at that 310 region. We're kind of going up and down there. And I think we're just waiting on the next earnings, to be honest with you, right? Or insider buy or whatever have you. Let's look at the hour. And yeah, right at that 310. It looks like that 310 has turned itself into pretty good resistance here, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the day. Yeah, right around that 3. So it seems to me that, we got some really strong support at the fundamental base case of $2.50, which you can see here. And you can see on our intrinsic value when we calculate with 11% growth rate with 69 of free cash flow, which is out of the fiscal year. You could see that the technical analysis really supported itself in the 63-cent region. We had 1, 2, 3 levels of support. And again, people were like, no, it's going to go down more. They were being greedy. When in reality, they should have just basically followed the data and not be emotional. They would have made more money, right? Or when people were selling here, right? It's right. So, it is what it is. Now let's go ahead and take again. Let's look at the week because the week hasn't changed. You remember I told you guys we're gonna go past this. We did. We're gonna go past this. We did. And I'm like, now we got to go ahead and go and past these, and we are. We're correct. I mean, it's not stock just doesn't go up straight like this, right? It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, right? That's how it works. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to look at the Monte Carlo sequence projection for the AI. Okay. So let's take a look at what the AI thinks today. Let's see what's going on. You can do this for any stock. It doesn't have to just be for Clove. It's just, the title of the video here. Yeah. So, the AI still thinks we're bullish, a little bit more down on the end days of it here. But it seems to me that September and November kind of going to be a little choppy. And I feel like we're going to grow that second half of that year, which we talked about in the beginning many, many months ago when we started the year. So overall, I'm really bullish for Clover Health. I'm very excited, and we just now have to wait, right? We have to wait for earnings. And I wanted to show you guys this yesterday, but we had some technical difficulties. So I wanted to show you an updated version so you guys have it. But yeah, so I'm very, it's good to see, it's not going down, right? So it's, this is good to see. And, you know, I, w- we're making like 6% every week, I believe, on the Clover options. So we're having a great time, compounding them, because, around like 5, 6, we're making 20% plus every month. We're not touching, I'm not touching the large stockpile, right? I'm just doing the kind of the day trading side of my portfolio, and it's nice to squeeze a dollar, right? If you don't know how to turn a dollar into two, then you'll never make money in the market, right? So it's like knowing how to do those things, right? And Rob, that's the beautiful part. I like boring because I'm doing weekly options, right? And yeah, and I'm having a great time. And again, I'm not doing options on the large stock. I am not touching the large stockpile because I don't want to lose my shares. Screw that. But it's good on my my day trading portfolio. It's just nice, to just play around with it and just get weekly stuff, right? Exactly. You sell calls to the people that buy them, the gamblers. CMS star ratings will come out. That is a catalyst, and that could drive the stock higher. I agree with you, Rafiki. Right? Don't get too freaky, Rafiki. Hey, Patrick, I love you. I just keep selling puts and getting paid while in the waiting room. Exactly, right? But I'm not doing it for the large stockpile. I'm too scared. I'm too chicken. But I'm doing it for the other one, right? This stock should be trading above its intrinsic value. All these other, oh, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. People have that like SPAC smell to it. Remember, guys, as I told you, look at Palantir, right? Once it became profitable, it shot up to the moon. Palantir is now $36.83. It is going back up to what it basically was. And I know it says 35 here, but it actually went up to $45, right? But we're going to see this U shape coming in for Clover. We're in that phase. Okay. We're in this U-shaped phase. We're about to basically, it was a longer one because it took them a while to get to profitability, but now they're going to get to that phase. And then, we're going to be winning. And, it's crazy because like, if you go to Palantir and you go down to like, $6 here, it's up 485% from the bottom to the top. Okay. But if you go to Clover, and you go to its bottom to the highest top, it's up 464%. Clover's actually will be out beating the returns of Palantir. It's just, but it's not getting a lot of love. And again, it's fine. It's good for us, so we can continue, getting more shares and having fun. This was great for us, right? And that's where you want to be. Again, boring is great. People lost interest in Clover and because of this downhill track record, and that gave us an opportunity to make money. Right? That's how you become wealthy. You're not gonna become wealthy by following the masses on Wall Street, right? And that's what Al Stock Trades is. It goes against the grain. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead here. I almost sold a $3 call this week when they were at 14 cents, but held off. I did sell a bunch of $5. Yeah. So, I mean, it depends if you have some residual money on, but I wouldn't mess with your large stockpile. If you have like, a lot of day traders, there's different levels that, people trade with 30,000, and some trade with $200,000-$300,000, right? It depends kind of where you're at in your day trading career, right? And some people trade with $1,000. Again, it doesn't matter. I mean, on average, let's say if you have like 10 grand day trading, I mean, with the options that it's pulling in right now, you can make 2,000 a month. You know what I mean? And then that's some crazy livable wage, don't you think? I mean, I don't think this is livable, but it does make life a little easier. And you can't argue with that, right? Do the same with Palantir, Easy Money. Yeah, Palantir's options are probably sexy, right? I suck toes on the weekend just to keep my Clover habit. What? I can't believe I read that out loud. What the hell does that mean? They're so cheap, you could always roll them easy. Exactly. No, exactly. So, guys, I'm very happy where we are. I'm happy that the proof of, I told you guys, 2024 is going to be the year of the proof of concept. And we are seeing when I mean by proof of concept, this is proof of concept. This mooning, right? This is what I mean by proof of concept, right? This is what I mean. Oh shit. It means I suck toes out. What? Oh, okay, good. As long as you don't suck my toes, right? That's what I thought you were saying. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this chat? It's starting to look like stock twits, right? What's going on? What's going on here, guys? Why are we talking about toes here, right? Oh my god. You know what I mean? Oh man, every time I think of toes, I think of like stuff in med school that I learned about this. I won't go divulge any further. I might ruin your fetish you have going on regarding some infections that I've seen. you know. So yeah. But yeah, guys. So that's pretty much it. So take advantage of our lifetime access. It'll be expiring by the end of the month. Hey, I've only had one IPA. Maybe after the second one, right? Deviant behavior, maybe. Well, I mean, deviant behavior pays. That's for sure. I mean, I tell you, going against the herd always wins when it comes to Wall Street because you're not gonna make money, on top. Buying when everyone else is buying. You know what I mean? You want to basically, when I buy something, I want people to say, "Are you sure? You're gonna lose your money, dude." That's when it's really good. And you saw people were literally attacking me. People were going on my. Where are they now? Right? Like they're quiet, right? So I've calculated the intrinsic value for SoFi and CLOV. We could do another video of that, but I've done a video. It's in my look at my past videos I created. Right? My answer is just look at the free cash flow, right? SoFi is still free cash flow negative, right? I just think that, CLOV got really hit hard, and I don't think it's found its true value yet, right? So, and you could kind of tell it kind of answer the question by just looking at, how many CLOV videos. I'm very bullish about CLOV, right? It was just a very undervalued asset, and it's a way to show the world how this intrinsic value calculation and our software and platform work, right? Because we can't say that our stock trades cheated and looked at someone else's price target, right? Nobody on Wall Street was bullish on Clover. We were the only ones, right? And the goal that I'm trying to share with you all is how to take you from zero to hero, right? I don't want you to be reliant on Wall Street's price targets because they're not accurate. I want you to create your own price targets, right? And again, this is all from an educational perspective. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just teaching you a method and from an educational perspective on how this would look like, okay? It's up to you to do your due diligence, right? Because you're taking on the risk, not me, okay? And I'm just essentially be able to calculate your own price target better than an analyst can, right? And that's kind of the power of the platform. And I think that's what people are starting to realize, which is why we're getting a lot of people coming into our platform because they're like, wait a minute, this guy's telling me something different. Not a lot of people talk about this. And you have to ask yourself, why is it that the people that go against the grain are the ones that win? And this guy's teaching something different. It's not what others are doing, right? But it works. You don't believe me? Go talk to ChatGPT, right? Talk to Dr. GPT. I'm gonna be rich from CLOV, and I will probably still suck toes though. What's going on, Rafiki? What's going on, man? We're still on the toes. You're still sucking toes. What's going on, man? I'm scared to go to Vegas with you. I'm afraid what you're gonna do to our toes. I'm just kidding. You're gonna be like those, the piranha therapy where people stick their feet in and a bunch of piranhas come in and like nibble on the dead skin, right? I'm just kidding. Like, what's going on? Follow the flow, like the yellow brick road. Just don't sniff I don't even know what pop in the BS. Oh man, I have a lot of fun with you guys. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym because I got to finish off this personal statement that I'm trying to build right now, and yeah, I love you guys. It is a mission. It is a journey. It's not a it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and we're in this together. And I built this platform for lifetime access. Oh, Wizard of Oz reference. I need to watch Wizard of Oz. I haven't watched that. I'm sorry. I don't have a life. you know, it it's what you work on in the gym. My belly. I'm just kidding. No, I like to swim. I like to swim. I do some swimming. And then if I am motivated enough, I do some single to two opposing antagonist muscle groups. And then I hit it off in the hot tub, the steam room, and then I finish it off with the sauna. And by then I'm like all like heated up, and I'm just like, holy shit! And then I have an energy boost, and I go work and study my brain. Oh, Al does Kegel exercises at the gym. Oh yeah, I do Kegels, man. Right, especially after what happened with Clover, right? Right, especially the past 3 years with Clover. We all need to do some Kegels. Hey, do you use MCT oil at all? No, I don't even know what that is. Health and wealth, baby. Absolutely, you need your health, right? Me too. And we watched the video, best cardio music. Yeah, especially my music. This one right here. Let me put it on. Put on the music. Man, that bass goes down hard, guys. Put on some headphones. That bass goes down hard. You feel that in your soul. You feel me? But yeah, guys, I love each and every one of you. We're changing how we view value investing, and coconut oil, medium chain triglycerides. I don't know. I haven't used that. Oh, and thighs, smart money, dumb money. So yeah, we'll be talking about that on the next video here. But overall, we're going to be analyzing that. And you can also look at kind of the puts and call ratios and kind of what smart and dumb money is doing from that perspective on the stock terminal command. It's in there in terms of the puts and calls. That's another way to gauge because that's pretty much retail investors there. But yeah, guys, this is it. This is proof of concept. Okay, this is proof of concept. So that's all I have for you. You gotta pump it up. You gotta pump it. Yeah, that's a great song. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, I was dancing too. I was dancing. Have it with my coffee every morning. Elevates the blood-brain barrier for glucose. I mean, the blood-brain barrier has its techniques. I don't know. I don't want to alter my blood-brain barrier. I feel like the lack of sleep I have has already altered it. You know what I mean? I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside. Oh God, man, medicine is hard, but you know what, man? Taking care of you people. My favorite thing to do is before a patient goes to sleep on the operating table, I like to hold their hands. I like to hold their hands and just like, put my hand on their shoulder, my other hand on their shoulder. And I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Right? I love that. Right. I want to carry that with me as a surgeon in the future. I really want to do that. Right. It's just the best. Being able to be there for the patient and knowing and telling them that it's going to be okay. Right. That's just the best feeling ever. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go work out. You will get great sleep. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Try it. Let's see here. You got to pump it. Oh yeah. I read that. I don't even know what I read anymore. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.